Hey guys, what's happening? So today I'm going to be doing an anti-haul. I've seen these everywhere. I'm so out of breath. I have seen these everywhere and I really enjoy watching them, so I really wanted to film them. The way I found these products is I scrolled through Trend Moods Instagram, because they have all the new products that are coming out, the prices, the dates, they have sneak peeks, stuff like that. So I will try my hardest to insert pictures on the screen. If not, there'll be like little overlays before I talk about the products. It just depends how long I have to edit and whether I wait till the last minute to edit it or not. So the first product I'm going to talk about is the Too Faced White Chocolate Palette. So these shades are very pale and like the majority of them look the same, or they would turn out the same on your eyelids. You might have seen the tiny little miniature palette the White Chocolate had. Like, it's basically that in a bigger form, and I just couldn't see myself wearing any of the shades. I am very, very pale. And even I don't think some of these shades would show up in my eyes. So people with darker skin tones than me, people with medium skin tones, and people with like dark skin tones, like coloured skin tones, it just wouldn't work for them in the slightest. It is, oh well, I couldn't find any other information on it, but yeah, it's not suitable for dark skin tones, and like the shades are just very pale and not really appealing to me. Number 2 is the Jeffree Star Holiday Highlighter Palettes collection. These are $40, so in the UK they'd be £29.84. There are 4 new shades in each of the highlighter palettes, and there are 2 existing shades. The gold palette, the one in the little picture, the gold palette, I think would be more directed towards dark skin tones, because only the light shade in that palette would work for me and I would still be like scraping the line, and the rest would all be too dark. But then the silver one, which I think is directed towards more lighter skin tones, I just find the shade range really unappealing. Like, I'd like a more champagne-y tone in there, because the gold one's quite warm and the silver one's quite cool, and I'd like a mix in both of them, because otherwise like the greens and the blues, they don't work with my skin, so there'd be no point in me buying it, and it's just, I don't find them really appealing and it would just be a waste of my money. So number 3 is the Kevyn Aucoin. I think it's Kevyn Aucoin. It might be a different brand, but it looks like Kevyn Aucoin, so I'm saying it's Kevyn Aucoin. And it's the Electric Pop eyeshadow. It is $59, so it's £44.02 in the UK. I don't really like the colours, they're all very shimmery and glittery. There's no matte shades and I just wouldn't really wear them, because when I do wear eyeshadow I tend to do like mattes in the crease, and then I'll do like a shimmer in the lid or whatever. So I like a mix of both. That's me saying when I bought an all shimmer like eyeshadow quad the other day, but that was like if I wanted to have a pop I'd get that one up, and I just wouldn't wear it, and for the price it just would be such a waste of money, and I would not wear many of the shades at all. I'd maybe wear like 2 of them, so it's just a really big waste of money for me. Number 4, I also apologise for my sniffing, first of all, apologise. Number 4 is the Kat Von D Metal Matte Mini Palette. This is $39 and £29.10 in the UK. The mattes, the first 3 mattes are all like mostly the same shade, they've just got different undertones, and then the last 2 are wham, like dark straight in your face. I would have liked if there was maybe like 2 lighter ones, then maybe a light brown colour, then the dark brown, and then the purple, not just like pale black, like dark, because like there's no like transition shade, so it would be harder to blend out. The metals are really, really pretty. It's just something that I wouldn't, again, use every day, and I wouldn't get the most use out of because it's not the most varied of palettes. So that is why. What else did I say? Oh, it comes out in the US on the 12th of December, the UK on the 9th of January, Spain on the 26th of March, and Canada on the 12th of December. There was other ones but I didn't write them all down. So next is the Too Faced Chocolate Gold Bronzer. I could not find any information about this because it was a sneak peek, so the only thing I've got to say about it is it was bright gold, like metallic gold. If I used that as a bronzer, I would have a strip of gold down my cheek because I'm so pale. Maybe for someone with a darker skin tone or a more medium tan skin tone it would look nice, but on me it would just look like I took in like gold and went down the side of my cheeks because I'm so pale it just would not work for me. Next is an Urban Decay palette. This palette is called Distortion, I think, I'm not too sure. It's $48, so in the UK it would be £35 and 81p. There's only one matte and the matte is a black, so I couldn't really imagine myself putting that in the crease. The shade range to me is not that appealing. I like more warmer tones like orangey reds. This just didn't really cut it for me. And then the top row are 5 geotone toppers. I do get that's cool, you might want to make your eyeshadow different. It told you all the different ones on Instagram, so if you want to know that, go check it out. But I'm just too lazy for that. I just like a shimmer eyeshadow that I can slap on. I don't want to be fiddling about with geochrome toppers or whatever. I'm just not that type of person. Oh, and next we also have another Urban Decay eyeshadow palette. This was again in a sneak peek. The only way I know it was an Urban Decay eyeshadow palette is it had the UD even on the bottom corner. So I don't know what it's called, but it's an eyeshadow palette. And again, the shade range just really is not appealing to me. Like, there are 2 shimmery blues, 1 shimmery purple, 1 gold, which was actually quite pretty, 1 shimmery pink, 1 glittery green, 1 sort of glittery off-white, and then the 3 mattes was a black, a white and an orange. And it was also really excessive packaging. Like, you could, oh, my cat's out there. He's in the frost. He's chasing after the leaves. Anyway, it's excessive packaging. It's quite big and like clunky, and you couldn't really take it away on holiday with you. And again, shade range just not the most appealing to me. I feel like there's a lot of eyeshadow palettes. Next up is the Jeffree Star Holiday Mirror in the shape of a star. This is $20, so £14.52p in UK. You can get it in hot pink, baby pink and black. I just think this is a complete waste of money. Like, if I wanted a mirror, I would either just take a little pocket mirror or I would just use a mirror that came in my eyeshadow palette or whatever. I would not need this massive mirror with me. It's very big and clunky and like, I just cannot imagine myself like owning it. I just think it's, maybe other people would like it, but I just think it's a really big waste of money for what it is. And you can get a mirror for £1 in Poundland and it's just the same thing, and it's not as big or as clunky or as expensive, and it does not break the bank. So next is Lime Crime Diamond Dew Liquid Glitters. You can use these on top of eyeshadows, on the bare lids, on the cheeks and on the body. These are really, really pretty. Like, I would think about getting something like this for a bit of a lower price. I don't think I had how much they were. Oh yes, I did have how much they were, but I did not write it down. It's annoying. Wait a minute, I might be able to find it. Wait. I wrote all the prices in my maths jotter. Hey. So it went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so these are $20 again, so they would be £14.92 in the UK. I would consider buying something like this, but not as expensive. Maybe something from the drugstore, because I've not really like used liquid glitters before. And yeah, they are really pretty, but it's not something that I'd spend my money on or invest on. Oh, I'm out of breath, I've been talking too much. Next up are the Sigma Beauty Chroma Glow. These are, it's in the highlighter palette. It's £39, which is £29 and 10p. Only 2 of the shades would work for me, and the second shade would be like borderline too dark. There's a champagne colour, a darker sort of gold colour, a green, a pink, a purple and orange, I think. Yeah, an orange, and that's it. The rest would all be too dark for me. I think it is a lot more suited to someone with darker skin tones, but even if I had a dark skin tone, I can really imagine myself using it. Like, I can imagine having a green or orange highlighter. Okay, I say that as I put my sleek orange highlighter on today, but like, it's a proper orange, like a dark orange. I just couldn't imagine it being like a highlighter. No, not for me. And then lastly is again a Sigma Beauty product, but it's a foaming brush shampoo. This is $15, so £11.19 in the UK. I just think this is a complete waste of money. Like, £11 for a brush cleaner. Yeah, I get it might be really good, and I feel like bad saying all this stuff because what if I end up buying it in the future? Like, that would be a bit controversial. But I just use regular shampoo to wash my brushes. Like, I don't use like anything fancy. I maybe wouldn't like get a brush cleanser, but a cheap one from like Boots. I would definitely not pay £11 on a brush cleanser. Like, I just do not have that money to waste on a brush shampoo. Like, no thank you, not at all. So yes, that was the last product, so that is the end of my Anti haul. I actually found it really difficult to pick out products for this because I have quite an open mind to things, so I am willing to give things a go. So I did find it quite difficult to pick some stuff out for this video, but the stuff that I have put in this video I am almost positive I will never buy, just for the reasons that I stated. So yes, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to give it a big thumbs up if you did. Also, I forgot to do a disclaimer at the start. I am not bashing any of these brands in any way. I have products from like a good chunk of these brands, and like the other brands which I do not have products from, I do have products that I want to try from them. It's just I don't think these would work for me or whatever, so that is why. So as I said, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe because in December I'm planning to do tons of videos, at least 2 a week if not 3. So yeah, subscribe to see all of them, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!